Hello everyone, xHedra here bringing you episode 60 of Forever Stranded, a mud pack by Gaming with Sheridan. So before we start today's episode, let's fix that hole right here. I've been having a couple of zombies in my base and I've been wondering where they're coming from. And what I think happened is that we've had the inhibitor obelisk turned off, which means that some of the Endermen have been teleporting, and I think that when they teleported, they ended up taking off some of the wall. So I'm going to fix the hole right here and just do a once over around the base to make sure that there isn't any other hole. Oh, no, let's take this. Perfect. So let's just do a quick once over to make sure that there's no other way in, because that would explain all of the enemies that have been in my base for the last little while. So there's another hole here, and I'll have to remember to do another pass in an episode or two to make sure that that's really just what it is and not other accidents that do happen. So my cactus wall, I think, might not be the best thing anymore, but for the time it's what I have, and I'm going to stay with it because I don't want to spend any time on making the base any better at this point. I want to work on the collector quest and getting things done. So, in the last episode, we finally started exploring Wolf Sol 26. We went about 8,000 block out north and 8,000 block down south with no results. So I was really sad about that. The other thing that happened, and I almost woke my whole family because I was recording at 1 a.m. and I started laughing hysterically, is that when I was on the other planet, I clicked on the plus button by mistake and my wireless crafting terminal opened and I was able to access things from another dimension. I was sure that this didn't work. I was sure that I had tried it on my first planet. And what I'm thinking is that maybe it's the one time that my wireless crafting terminal was out of power, because that would explain it. Unless there are some dimension where you don't have access. But obviously I had access on Sol 26 and I didn't need to go back to my planet to get a chunk loader. That was a really big failure and a waste of time. But we got everything done, so it is what it is. Quickly, I want to take a quick look at the dirt farm. We're not making enough sawdust, so we might need to upgrade these again. Oh, no, we're not making wood fast enough. So we might need to... I think we can solve that in a second. Growth Crystal Tier 2. Works in a 9x9 farm. Check ups to 5 block up or down. So, let's put that one down here. And one down here. And I'm really not doing this in any super efficient manner. I'm just putting some down to try and make my farms better. Like, I should probably estimate where's the best place to put them and count. But whatever they're going to make right now is going to be much better than not having any. So hopefully this is going to get some more wood producing. Let me check how much dirt I have in here. And I have 698 stack. So while we're doing other things, let's turn that on so that it will start putting in there. And hopefully we'll hit the 10% today. But the long-term solution, not in this episode, because there are things I want to do in this episode, is going to be making this tower much bigger so that we're adding a lot of stuff, and we're going to need spider eyes for that, which means a wood mob farm about spiders. But not in today's episode. I already have things planned for today's episode. And as you've seen by the title, I've decided to name this episode the AndrewR73 episode. So I'm going to get more in detail into this, but I want to finish explaining what I did. So in the last episode, I filled these with obsidian hoes, and the reason why coarse dirt was becoming a problem was that we didn't have enough gravel. So to fix that, I connected my AE2 system to this drawer system that I set up. And don't look at the front, it's still a mess, I haven't fixed that yet. But I created this whole drawer system and connected to it. So if we look at it, There's currently 34 stacks of gravel into it that my whole ME system has access to. And is there a zombie around? No, okay, I was just hearing some zombie sound. And in the back here, I really jumpstart the production. I placed 6 sag mill to make compressed cobblestone into compressed gravel, 4 to make compressed gravel into compressed sand. So technically, we're making 2 worth of gravel more than we're using. And from those 4 gravel, I'm breaking down 2 sets of sand and 2 dust. And for whatever reason, the dust is staying in here. Did I set this wrong? No, it's on extract on green. What's the problem? Because I set an analog crafter back here to craft my dust into compressed dust. And let's look at this one. And it's insert on blue. Oh, okay. That's the dirt. So it has to be insert on green. And extract on blue. I had just reversed the 2 conditions. So insert on green and extract on green also. So both of them are on green because, okay, just a second. This is supposed to take and push in here on green, and it's supposed to extract on blue and insert on blue here. So this was the right color, blue. Now, why isn't it extracting from here? Because there's no dirt from here. Dust, I mean, and this is locked. Okay, so let me resolve that quickly. I'm just going to take a couple of stacks. Let me take my key. And what happened is that it probably emptied before I locked. And now that it's locked on empty. So I'm going to fill it with dust as fast as I can and relock it immediately. Perfect. So now this is going up and back down. And if I go look at it, I'm pretty sure that it's going to start going into the analog crafter right here. So is it going in there? Yes, it's filling that completely, and it's making more compressed dust. And how much compressed dust do I have? 0. So this was no longer making any, sieving any dust. Well, at least it's fixed now, so that's a good thing. Let me throw the dirt in here. And so that's all that we did in the last episode. We cleaned that up. We cleaned up the Dirt Farm 2.0, and we went exploring with no success. So now, the AndrewR73 episode. One more thing that I did, is I finally upgraded all of my Void Ore Miner to have 4 speed modifier in each, which is making me get resource much faster. And as you can see, this is filling up now. I have to resort it so as to not have any wasted hole. So I'm going to have to start processing these resources also. And I'm also going to address processing these resources in the next episode because my plan's already all made for this episode. So AndrewR73 is a guy that's been very present on Sheridan's Discord, giving tips and tricks and helping people. And there's a couple of things that he posted that weren't necessarily relevant to my playthrough immediately, but are still great tips and tricks for you guys. Well, one is a great tip and trick, and one's just cool. So the first tip and trick from him is, I haven't been exploring, but if you guys have been exploring, you will have found a lot of these capacitor. And these capacitor are machine upgrade from Ender IO that increase energy storage and or speed and or range of machine. And then they have a description like this: nice, insatiable capacitor dud. Which means basically nothing. So if you're like me, you started taking these and putting them in your Ender IO machine and looking, is it making it faster? Is it giving it more power? Is it using less power? Is it using more power? And trying to find which one are good. That's what I did in my last playthrough. But there's actually an article on Reddit from someone that investigated the whole code and brought out all the information on what it is exactly. So there's no reason for you to search on this. If you want to know what each one does exactly, you can. So I've taken that link and I've included it at the bottom. Oh, get out of the fire. I hate these stupid fire ore. And I should void them immediately. Let me put them in here and get out of the fire. Oh my god, it puts some everywhere in my base. That was a derp. So I seem to be averaging 2 to 20 derps per episode these days. And of all of the resource to grab by mistake, this is the one you don't want to grab. And it's, if you can see the lag that it's causing me, it's murder. Now all I have to hope is that it didn't burn anything down and they're disappearing. So I'm going to be good. Okay, that was stressful for a second, and now I need to eat to fix myself. Okay, so like I was saying, the link is going to be at the bottom in the description of the episode so that you can go see exactly what each means. And the reason I grabbed this is that it's going to bring us to the second tip and trick. This is not a tip and trick more than it's a super cool thing. So there's something called a season detector, and you see 4, but you only craft 1. Is that they have 4 different settings for each of the 4 seasons. So we're going to make 4 season clock, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to make 4 season detector. Oh, I need some cobblestone slab. Let's make a stack and put it here. So we're going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to show you immediately what it looks like. You put one down. And I'm going to put a redstone next to it, so redstone, so that you can see what's going to happen. So you put a redstone next to it, and then you can right click it. So this means summer. Right now we're in +4. +4 is summer, so it's sending out a signal. After summer, you get autumn. So autumn's going to give a signal. Then you have winter, blue makes sense, which will give a signal during winter, and then you get spring, green. So all the color makes sense. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a green lamp, a yellow lamp, an orange lamp, and a blue lamp, and we're going to connect those so that we always have a visual indicator of what season we are. So for that, we're going to come in here and we're going to look at lamps, and we're going to need to create first a green lamp. So green lamp is with lime dye, so let's get 2 lime dye and create 1 set of 6 green lamp, but I'm only going to keep a couple. I want to try something. I only tried to set up with 1, but let's try with more than 1. So then the next color is summer, which is yellow. So let's grab a stack of yellow. The next color is orange for autumn. So let's grab some autumn colory looking lamp. And finally the last one is winter, and winter is blue, so we'll grab some blue lamp. What we also need is something called a lamp controller. And for lamp controller, we're going to create a stack of 4. The color that I like the least is the yellow, so I'll just use a yellow and make 4 controller like this. And now we're going to get rid of 1 like this, 1 like that, and 1 like that, just to be very similar. Like I like things to be the exact same way. So we're going to use the back of this machine because that's where we have the most space. So what if I put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and how can I make this differently, because I need some more space. Let me try something different. I'm just going to, okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make them in a staggered row. So I'm going to say 1 here, which is going to power this column here. Then I'm going to say 1 on the other side here to power another column that would be right here. And then I'm going to say 1 here to power there, and again 1 here to 1 here to power there, and 1 here. Let's just see how this looks. I don't think it's going to be looking super good, but it's going to be an easy thing for now. And this is not really necessary. It's just something that I thought was really awesome looking. So like this, and then I'm going to put 1 this way. And there shouldn't be a light problem because there's always going to be 1 set of lamp lidded. Ooh, I don't know if they're going to connect though. So let's do a quick test. I think they're going to end up connecting. So if I put, not like this, if I put 1 like this here, and then I start changing this, yeah, they connect. So I need to stagger them some more. So I'm going to take this away and put it 1 more back. And I'm also going to put this 1 more back. So one back here and one back there, and a lamp controller here and a lamp controller there. Perfect. And now we're going to set each of the season. So the first season is summer. Everything starts in summer. So let's put the summer lamp right here. Not summer, sorry, spring. So 5 spring up. And then this one here is summer. So summer is yellow. So the yellow lamp right here. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. So they don't. I thought that they propagated the signal upward. They seem to propagate the signal. Ooh, okay. So I guess that solves my problem because now I have a better setup idea. Let's take this, all of these, and we'll make them as line instead, which is going to be much nicer. So, break. These things are so hard to break when you have lag. Perfect. So we're going to want a line per level. So I'm going to need the 4 season detector, and I'm going to go one. And these things don't need a line of sight. Like I really don't know how they work. I'm going to put one here, one here, one here, and then I'm going to put this facing this way. And then I'm going to make this so the first one is the spring one again. Let's put the spring line down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Why is it only powering 2? I really thought that it was going to do a whole line. And if I break this one and that one, if I put a second one here instead, no. Okay, so let's forget it. We're going to just do it this way. So one here, then we're going to put this right here. So spring first. Let's set this one to spring. Like so. Spring. This one we're going to set to summer. Just one click. And put the call just one. Then we're going to put the next one right here. And this is going to be the autumn one right here. And then we're going to need one block right here. Not really one block, but we're just going to put this here so that we can put another season detector down and put. Oh, the lag, it's killing me. I think I'm going to have to turn off my dirt farm when I want to record, or else this is never going to be going well. And now the controller, like so. Perfect. And the last one was the winter one. So let's switch to winter. And let's set this one to winter properly. So no, winter, perfect. And this one to autumn. And we'll only know if it works properly once the season go. But I'm pretty sure that this is set up properly. And now at a glance, without having to look at a number, because you know, guys, I don't know how to read numbers, we'll always know which season we're in just by checking this. So if I was working not as a YouTube series, I would be making a much nicer base, and I would be setting up things much more the way I like I just did here, but from the get-go, and I would incorporate that in a wall in a much better manner, and I would probably use this to propagate a redstone signal, so I could make a whole season line instead of just lighting one lamp at a time, because I think that you can craft some advanced lamp controller. If I search for lamp controller, there's this one, but I think there's a way to make it so that you can send a signal to more than one and actually a whole line. Or you just make a couple of lamp controller and that's it. But that's how you set up a season detector. So these were the 2 tips and tricks from AndrewR73. There's going to be some more, but not right now. A bit later in the episode. There's something else I want to do now. The next tip and trick is from Wendy Churchill, one of my subscribers. And it's an amazing tip and trick. I wish I'd thought of it myself. It's borderline too simple, but in the good way. So look at all of these. What are these? Gold items. So I'm going to take a chest plate, some boots, and a helmet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go upstairs, and I'm going to go to the back here. Oh, wow, lag me up. I'm going to go to the back here, and I'm going to break this item repairer. Perfect. And I'm going to connect it to my nether, well, not to the nether star. I'll connect it to, yeah, this right here, like so. And I'm going to put this into repair. And this is going to take a while to repair, but I'm pretty sure that you can push in and pull out of these. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to set up, not in this episode, but this is something that I'm going to do over the next episodes. I'm going to be pushing in these items, repairing them, and then pulling them out and sending them over here. Because even though there's an enchantment on this, if it's fully repaired, it can be melted. And this, I think, will melt for 8 gold, and this for 7, this for 4, and the helmet for 5. Which means a lot of gold. And the mobs are giving a ton of these, and if I'd put looting on a zombie woot mob farm out there, I would be swimming in these. And power is such a non-issue that I could literally make a wall of item repairer and just throw them in. So now this is going to finish melting, and it's giving me 8 ingot. So that, as a setup, is a must, because it's going to get me so much gold that I'm leaving on the side because I never thought of this. So basically, the tip that Wendy Churchill gave me is, why don't you keep the ones that are not broken and put them into the smeltery so that at least you get more gold and iron? And I thought of the item repairer, but I think she's not at that episode, so she didn't know I had an item repairer, well, a repairer. So look at this. Negligible amount of RF, because I'm making RF in the millions, but then this is 7 plus 5, 12 plus 4, so that's 16 plus the body that was 24. So for this little setup time, I would be getting 24 more gold. Imagine all of the gold that I ended up losing because I didn't do that before. Let me grab a stack of nether star, and let's just check that my nether star generator is still full. And if I'm having power problem, all I'll need to do is create another one of these. They were cheap. So that's the other trick from Wendy Churchill. Finally, and that's a tip that I've been sitting on for a while that's been bugging me, is Mechlsd, and I'm really surprised that this guy's watching my videos. It's kind of awesome because he makes some like videos on Forever Stranded, and he makes such massive builds. Like, I wish he would make one video entitled Full Review and Overview of My Base. I'm going to link him also in the description, but if he put that video, I would probably link it in most of my videos to say, go look at this video where he's showing you his base setup. So basically what I want to make is a wireless charger from AndrewIO. So I'm going to need electrical steel, an octadic capacitor, and an ender resonator. So ender resonator, I'm going to need an ender right here. I'm going to need some solarium. So 2 solarium, and I'm getting to the point where I'm going to run out of solarium. So I'm just going to do one quick thing, and you'll never guess what it is I want to do. Yeah, I want to teach my system how to make solarium. Oh no, that's not how it makes solarium. It's with gold, right? Let me check again because I was about to make the wrong recipe. You make solarium with, yeah, gold. Okay, so let me grab a gold ingot. Gold, and one like so. So that once I start running out, at least I can make some more. And I'm going to put this in with the other recipes. And I'll just get rid of this. So now I have a soul, an enderman head. I need some silicon. So 2 silicon, and I need a vibrant alloy. Vibrant alloy, perfect. I'll make sure that I have an octadic capacitor, because if I don't, I'm going, oh yeah, I do have 1, so I won't need to craft that. And electrical steel, do I have enough? Yes, I have 20. So let's go make the Ender resonator. And also, I have to reconnect that coarse dirt to my ME system. So I'm going to do that while I'm waiting for my head. So I'm just going to put this in right now. I'm going to check if I have some packing tape on me. Yes, I do. I'm going to pack this up, and that should finish my packing tape like this. And perfect. Oh, guess where it went? You will never believe. Yeah, back here. Okay. And while we're waiting, oh, it must be ready already. Yeah, let's grab this, and we'll just add this here. The reason why we're going to add this here like so, and I'm going to lock it to make sure I'm not getting any issue, is that this drawer system is connected to my ME system. So when my ME system needs to export coarse dirt, if you look at it now, it's no longer crafting coarse dirt. I'm just going to take a quick peek back here, and this is refilling as it goes, but it's not crafting anymore because we have so much in there. So let's throw this in here, and let's do wireless crafting, wireless charger like this. Let's take it and let's put it down. Let's put it down right here for now. It doesn't really matter, but look at this now. This is now recharging. And I don't know if it works on the bubble item. Yeah, it does. So it's recharging everything that I have. So never will I need to stop and wait for things to recharge. They're just always going to be recharging. And I could have built this 7 or 8 episodes away. In the next episode or 2, I'm also going to be building a nano beacon. Let me just search for my whip. Must be in one of my bag. So this is a tip and trick that Jimmy Ashby gave me a long time ago. And I wasn't ready to make it because I wasn't really seeing the need to craft it. And I didn't want to lose time on this. But now that I'm in the collector quest and waiting for resource, I want to do some fun build in the meantime. So with the nanobot beacon, what it does is it looks like the other machines, but you get some modifier core. And the reason that this is interesting is that you can use the modifier core to give yourself some power. So let's look at the modifier core. So basically, let's say I make a level 2. A level 2 has space for 4 modifier core. So I could make a flight modifier to give myself flight, and I wouldn't need the angel ring in my inventory. I could make a night vision modifier to always see in the night. I can make a haste modifier to always walk fast. I can make a strength modifier to hit harder. I can make a water breathing modifier to go in the water. A regen modifier, imagine now, and every time I get hit, or if I'm fighting mob, like this will make me a god. A saturation modifier, which means, I didn't understand what it means, but now I understand. I will never need to eat again. Like this is so powerful. A resistance modifier, don't know what it does. Jump boost to jump higher, and fire resistance, so fire won't affect me anymore. So I'd want one of these, and if I end up making a tier 4 at some point, I would get all of these and I would become a god. And if I wasn't doing this as a playthrough, I would probably have crafted this in the very beginning. The moment that I was able to start making this, I would have made a level 1, and then from the level 1 I would have, well, I probably would have made a level 2 straight up. Let's be honest, you know I like to do things big. I would have done a tier 2 with one of each because I can set 4, and then I would have started with that, and I would just have had added to it over and over until I had all of the power. I should even have made that over the angel ring, but the angel ring was a very simple thing to craft, which I thought was going to take me much less time than the nano beacon. So we've gone through all of the tips and tricks. We crafted these nice season lamps. We've crafted the wireless charger, which completely recharged my jetpack and is currently in the process of, no, it's not recharging this. What if I put it in my inventory? So see, these are in bubble slot and they get recharged. This is on my body, gets recharged. So we found one small problem with this. It doesn't get recharged when it's on my, is that head? Yeah, when it's on my head. And I can't put it in here and I can't put it in here. So it's going to be good enough because this doesn't really lose its charge. But that brings me to what else I want to do this episode. And basically, what else I want to do with this episode is some exploration. Okay? But we're going to be making a different kind of exploration. First, let me just check quickly our dilithium situation. We still have some, so let's grab the dilithium. And our exploration, also, I wanted to do something. Let's do another thing quickly. Ender tank. We're going to go explore, but we're not going to go explore the planet that you're thinking, because by now I said we put a teleporter on Wolf 26, Wolf Salt 26, so that's where we should technically be going. Orange wool, yeah, I'm going to make 3 orange wool. Sorry, I just went quiet 1 second because I'm just want to finish this craft and I don't want to sell the punch too quickly. So like this, and I'm missing these again. I'm always running out of these rods, and now, oh, I won't have enough for the 3. Yeah, I have just barely enough. So let's get some coal, a whole stack. Let's get some blaze, half a stack. And the reason I'm taking half a stack is I'm pretty sure it's already filled with half a stack or even more. Okay, so I asked you guys to post coordinates of where you found your sapling, if you did find your sapling. Can I switch this to say get fuel? Okay, no, so that doesn't work like that. So we're just going to have to take it off and put a conduit. And to date, none of you have put your coordinates. And I've went to Whisper's Fire Planet and I still haven't found a sapling. I still think it might be my best bet because there has to be one there for sure since she found one there. But I don't want to just copy the coordinates that she gave me. But what I wanted to say, and the reason that's the last tips and tricks from Andrew, is that I was looking only for Earth-like planet. I was really obstinated by the fact that it's supposed to be an Earth-like planet. And Andrew told me that he found it not on an Earth-like planet. What he basically did was more look at a similar looking planet. Is this refueling? Yes, perfect. Sorry, similar planet in the sense that they have the same kind of structure. Okay, so by same kind of composition, and he went to many more planets than I did, because he didn't get stuck on the idea that this was supposed to be on an Earth-like planet only. And he said that he found it on a planet that I would never have thought to look at, and that he found it like almost immediately just by going in. And this is not working. Is it because it's not on extract? Oh, so it doesn't connect. If this doesn't connect, it's not going to be as useful as I thought. If I have to put a drum every time I want to collect from it, that's going to be a problem. So let's just make a quick test. I'm going to put this right here, like so, and I'm going to put the second one on top here because it's fast. And no, now I have to pick up both just because I want it to be lazy. So I'm going to put it next to it because I can access this. And I'm going to put it on extract, and yeah, so this was working. So I can use this everywhere I go. I got to make sure that I have a drum on me. I have a drum, so if there's no drum on the space station, I'm going to be able to use this. And we're going to go up to our space station, and from our space station, we're going to talk about the next planet that we're exploring. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, liftoff. And guys, if you do not want to get any spoiler, I might not get the sapling. And right now, I don't want to post it right now. Go to the end of the video, or you'll see in the title of the video. If the title of the video says 1 quest completed, it means I found my sapling. And if that's the case, I would say end the video here for you. Just leave if you don't want any spoiler. Because I'm going to go to the exact same planet he told me. And based on what he said, on that planet, he landed and found it within a minute because it was so close around. So maybe we'll get lucky, maybe we won't get lucky, but for the very least, there will be at a minimum a 10-minute time lapse where I'm going to be exploring that planet. I'm going to spend at least that time because if he found one there, I want to give it a shot. And if that doesn't work, then I'll come back home, and from the home planet, next time we'll continue with Wolf 26. But I thought it was worth looking at. So I'm landing on my space station, and I'll be honest with you guys, if you're still here right now, it's that you want the spoiler of where I found it. And I'm really starting to think that we all have the same map generation. So the reason I say that is that I've compared notes on Whisper's Fire Planet in my second playthrough. I didn't go to the coordinates where she went, but I checked the landing and everything, and we do have similarities. So if that's the case, I'm either going to find a sapling the moment I land, or I'm going to be spending a lot of time searching before I find one. But okay, phew, it caught it. In any case, it's going to be, you already know. Like, that's the sad part. Because of the title, you already know if I completed the quest or not. So let me put this down right here and put it in extract mode, auto extract. This is refueling. Let's link it to the shuttle. And this is basically, I don't want to say that I'm wasting time, but I'm somewhat wasting time, because if you haven't made your decision on if you want to watch this or not, and I do have some fuel here, so it doesn't matter. If you haven't made your choice on if you want to watch or not, it's about to happen. I'm going to go and select the coordinate right now. So now if you're still here, you're going to see it. So see how Earth is 0.7, 0.7, and 0.7. What he's been doing, well, the relative distance doesn't matter quite that much. He did all of the planet in this first place, because I don't know how much dilithium he has, but he just went one to another, from what I heard. And then he started going randomly to other places. So where we want to go back is Epsilon Ire. And in Epsilon Ire, we ignored all of the brown and all of the gray. But this little one up here called Sol 40 is 0.58, 0.68, and this says it didn't matter. So that's where he went. And that's where we're going to try to go. We're going to go and select that one and warp there. Oh, make it so. Number one, make it so. Oop, I kind of forgot that. And I have this, like, I have butterflies in my stomach, because this might be the time where we finish this. So this might be the last planet that we need to land on for this playthrough. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, liftoff. And I'm really excited. What's going to happen is I'm going to land on the planet. I'm going to take a quick look around. If in a quick look around I don't find the sapling within the first 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to go to a time lapse, and I'm going to finish the episode in a time lapse of me exploring the planet and coming back to Earth. If I find the sapling, then I'm going to be collecting it and celebrating and drinking this whole bottle of champagne that I have next to me. So the last part, I was only wishing to be true. I don't have any champagne, unfortunately. And, wow, this is taking so long. I need to go back to the planet. And let's descend. I'm really excited about this. I so hope that it's going to be the right planet. Guys, we've found the sapling. I'm sure of it. And now I'm even more sure. Look at the minimap. Do you see that purple? That purple is an alien planet or an alien something land. I know because I've seen some pictures, and you can see, oh my god, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Lightwood tree within reach. I finally completed this mission. This is going to be the 5th collection quest completed. Let's get out of here and fly off. Oh, I hate this mode. Oh, not like this. And let's go get our sapling. This is so fun. Oh, I know I'm excited, but we're tan temp info. Why didn't that work? Okay, I'm just going to refuel the shuttle immediately because if it gets tonight, I want to be able to take off quickly. So let's just blaze through this as fast as possible. We need the drum, we need 2 liquid pipe, we need a lever, we need the linker, we need the refueler, Oh my god, we don't have a refueler. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ooh, there's still a lot of fuel. I don't know if it's enough to lift off though. Okay, so can we craft a refueler from here? No, not a refueler, a fueling station. Oh god, oh god, oh god. I hope that we can craft one. I'm really nervous. I can't believe I found my sapling just to be stuck on this stupid planet. Can I make a fueler is the question. If I'm missing any resource that I can't auto-craft, I'm done for. This is really... Oh, God. Machine... It's the one with the lapis lazuli. Whew. If it was with copper dust or the other one, I would be done for, I think. And oh, maybe I have everything. Nope. What am I missing? I'm missing tin plate. These should be easy to make. 1, 2, 3. And I will be good. Whew. So that was a bit more stressful than it needed to be. I can't believe that I made... Like, that's what I mean. I was so excited about this episode. I've been planning it for a little while. Well, I've been planning it for 2 days. Let's not exaggerate. I was working on making my compiling my video yesterday and planning this video. So let's put this down quickly. And I can't believe like this was just bad. I can't believe the amount of derps that I've done, but at least now I know that we can craft from a distance, and I know that we're good. And refuel, and it's not refueling. Oh, power, not a problem. Capacitor. I don't have a capacitor, but I have a dimensional transceiver. Whew. So let's put the dimensional transceiver down, and let's connect it. So it's main, base, nether. Now I wish I'd named it something more smarter or rest. Like this. Oh, no, in the power. So main, base, nether. Like this. And add it to receive. And this is powering, and this is fueling. And once this is fueled, let's grab all of this back because I want to be able to lift off at a moment's notice. And you know what I'm going to do? I think I have paper on me. Yes, I do have paper. I'm going to use one piece of paper, and I'm going to use the coordinate selector, and I'm going to take a chunk loader, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come... Where's a good spot? Right here. I'm going to come right here, and I'm going to coordinate select this right here. And I'm going to call this epsilon IR. No, so EI dash sol dash 40 base. And the reason I did that is that if ever I want to come back here, and I'll take a chunk loader that I'll put right here, and I'll make the chunk loader the smallest it can be. So let's make it a radius of 1, and let's just make sure that it does encompass my... Oh no. So I'm just going to bring it, I'll put it here, and I'll just change my coordinate. So coordinate selector, I have one more paper, and I'll put my coordinate, show laser, -1, and I'll put my coordinates right here. So epsilon higher, sol dash 40 base. There's no base, but you understand what it means. So this way, if I decided that I want to come back to this planet, I'll be able to just fly back right here. I'm going to turn the laser off, And now let's go extracting, and I have a, yes, I do have a cactus lumber axe. So here's my first victim, and we're going to see if a lumber axe works on this or not. Let's go to the base and let's attack the root. And nope, so it's not really working. Oh, that's sad. I was hoping it was going to break the whole tree. Oh! So it kind of works. So it doesn't work if you're doing the base block like this, but it does work if you... And quest completed, I have my sapling. So what are the rewards for this quest? Let's just look in my inventory. Quest. Moving worlds. New home completed. 2 extra life, 6 loot chest, a nether star generator, and 80 dragon's breath ammo. Let's claim this, and done. And we have basic survival completed. We have think about completed. We have technological revolution completed. We have moving world completed, and we have creating life completed. All we have left are the collector quest. This is, to me, a great time. Like, I'm really happy with this. Let's just fly up to see if there's anything that my magnet can collect, because there seems to be a lot of things left. And let's check what I have in my inventory. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks and half a stack of Lightwood sapling. So you know what? I'm just going, for the heck of it, to go break a second one. But we don't really need a second one. I'm just doing it because I've worked so hard to get this, and I finally have it. And this one looks ginormous, so let's take this one and break it like so. And it broke my lumberjacks. There's so much on it that it actually broke my lumberjack. Let's show all of this in here for now. Let's repair my lumberjack axe. I can't believe it broke, that it used so much. And I also have 2 more life, so let's go with the 2 more life. No! Okay, I've wasted 2 life. Guys, if you're at 9 lives, don't take any lives because that's the max you can get. And I've wasted 2 life out of disbelief. But to be fair, the moment I build my nano beacon, I'm never going to die and it's never going to be an issue. So, come on, break. And I don't want to waste any more time here. I've done what I wanted. And you see, there's still so much of the tree that hasn't been broken down. So I shouldn't have attacked such a big tree. But guys, we're done with the exploration part of this mod pack. And I say that, but if you guys tell me that you love the exploration part and you'd like to see what all the other planet does, I'm going to start a sand sieving line anyway to get more dilithium, and I might just make an episode called the space exploration and just go and land on each planet one after the other so that you get to see what each of the planet looks like and what they have on them. You won't be super impressed because there isn't quite that much, but it might be something interesting. I'll look for your comment on that because while we're waiting for the collector quest to complete, we're going to have some times anyway. And me making my dirt farm bigger or my this farm bigger or my that farm bigger might not be so interesting long run. And there are some caves in here, but we're done with alien forest and we're done with this planet. So let's get to the shuttle. Let's get to the shuttle and let's go back home. And once we're back home, what time is it? I think this has been a 45 minutes episode. I'm going to end it here. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off. And while we're in transit, we're going to have to plant one of these trees when we get back home. And we're going to have to see how amazing it is. I wonder if it's going to grow using bone meal. Like, there's so many things that I don't know about this kind of tree. And if I saw properly, it's a 4x4 with a surrounding of 2, 2, 2. So I'm going to need to make a dirt patch for it. I'm like, this is the perfect night for me. And it's on episode 60 also. So when I was talking to AndrewR73, I was almost done recording my episode 59. So I'm like, I have to do this the next episode, because if I do find my sapling, 60 episode, that's what it took me to beat everything in this pack other than the collector's quest. And I want to complete the collector's quest only because I want to be able to tell you guys I've beat the pack 100% and did everything. So we're going to start concentrating on dirt creation, because that's what's blocking us. And we're going to set a quantum storage for each. Whoa! I'm going to set up a quantum storage for each of the items that we need. So we're going to set up a quantum storage for the gold block, the iron block, the sand, the sandstone, everything that we're collecting. Where's my linker? Right here. Let's link this up so that it starts fueling my my spaceship. And while we're waiting for this, let's warp back home. So select planet, up. Let's go back to the Sol system. Let's find our poor little Earth again, right here. Select Earth, select, and number 1, make it so. Let's warp and go back home. To complete this episode, I'm going to plant the Lightwood sapling, and I'm going to try and grow it. So I'm going to grab some dirt, and I'm going to grab some bone meal, and I should be going down to the planet while I'm doing that. So let's lift off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off. I'm going to set that tree where is the question. I think I'm going to set it in front of my ship. I'm going to go off from the front of my ship, past the launching pad, and I'm going to put it on the ground there, because, I don't know, I think that's a really cool place to put it. Oh, by the way, one important thing that you want to know, look at this. I'm going to grab half my stack of dirt. No, not half, it's too much. I'm going to grab 4 dirt, and I'm going to keep them in my hand like this. And at some point, we're going up in altitude, and we're going to log out. And we logged out, and you see, I've lost my dirt. In my other playthrough, I did that with my best weapon. I had my best weapon, and I was, like, in here, moving my best weapon to a different slot as it loaded, and I lost it. And it's just gone. There's no way to get it back. It just despawn when changing dimension. So don't ever be playing in your inventory while you're in this. Let's switch back to this, and oh, I'm getting colder and colder by the minute. So let's put this on my body so I can rewarm. And like I said, to end this episode, we only have one thing left to do. It's setting up the tree. So where I'm going to use my hammer. Where's my hammer? It's in this bag? Yeah, okay. I'm going to use my hammer right here, and this is the front of the ship. I really want to align it with the front of the ship. Like so. Let's go over here, and let's put it down right here. So I'm going to go like this. Oh, I might be making this way too big. But you know what? Let's go big or let's go home. This is a big tree. It needs a lot of space. And it's not going to be that bad because I had forgotten. I do have my, what's it called? My staff. So let me take my staff right now. This is like a celebration moment for me. This might be going on too long for you guys, but for me, this is a big moment. This is a moment that I haven't even achieved in my other playthrough. So imagine, like, to me, this is, I finally did it. And I'm wasting dirt. And 26K, oh, that's so good. So this tower is going to be a good solution. I just need to spend some serious time in adding to it. Because if it made 26 so fast, and it's not producing any lag, it's going to be a very good thing. So let's do that. And now the middle of a 9x9 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get some bone meal. Et voila! One massive alien tree. And I'm not centered. Oh, that's going to so trigger me. That is so going to trigger me. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3 this way. 1, 2, 3 this way. 1, 2. So I can't believe that I'm spending time doing that. And you guys, I'm going to say right now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now. Hey, I'm still going to talk to you. If you guys stayed, the least I can do is continue talking to you. But I just wanted to put the message down for those who didn't want to stay. And oh, if you got this far, I'm just going to say it once and ask it once. If you guys are watching this episode and you like the content in any way, I would really appreciate if you left a like. Because I've started reading about YouTube algorithm and whatever, and the things that make a video or a series more successful are basically the number of views, the number of likes, so the ratio of like to views, and the comments. You guys have been very active comment-wise. Like, it's really been an amazing journey in the comments for me. I've always tried to respond as fast as possible to show you how much I appreciate it. But I would also appreciate you guys throwing me a couple of like this way. And in all fairness, if you see me derping too much and you're not really happy with all of the derping that you're seeing, leave a dislike. If you leave a dislike, you don't even have to say that you left a dislike, but just leave also a comment. Tell me what you think I should do better, what I should change. And the one thing I'm going to say, though, if you're listening to this, if your comment is, well, there are too many long, boring parts, you should edit these out and skip them, well, I'm going to say no to that, because that's my engagement with this YouTube series. I was displeased with how many people skip, and displeased more, not that I hate that people do that, I understand the principle of doing that, but I was playing some mod packs, and they were getting so far ahead, and you don't see the counter of time, so you don't really know how much time the people spent. All you know is that you're not able to achieve what they're doing, and I was getting discouraged, and I finally understood that we just don't spend as much time playing as these YouTubers do. They could spend 6-7 hours of playing in-game to make one episode. And we've reached 12%. So we're finally at more than 100K, and we have another 20K in our system. So that's my series. My series is always going to show you everything that I'm doing. So guys, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.